My expectations from this budgets amongst everything are quite high, and let me list down a few. Number one, I would expect, and I'm sure the government would do something to give impetus to our social sector, i.e., the healthcare and the education. I think the current pandemic has highlighted the gaps that we have in the healthcare sector and what we need to do. Equally, I believe there should be an impetus to our education sector to bring back our children back to the schools, especially the unprivileged one, because I think that's the need of the hour. And in order to do so, it would really help if the government makes CSR contribution as tax deductible, at least for the limited time of this pandemic, where corporates have been going out and helping various social causes. The other area that I would look, as there are already talks about standard deduction being looked for our salaried employees, it would really help if the government links this standard deduction with inflation, because what we have seen is historically, the standard deduction gets revised after a number of years, whereas inflation hits our salaried employees year on year. So it would help if it is linked. It's more predictable, and it helps give that back to our salaried employees. The third area of expectation is revolving around foreign investors and stakeholders. There, the government has introduced equalization levy and SEP, that's significant economic presence, but there have been a lot of ambiguity around that. While there have been clarifications, there still exist areas which this budget could do well to clarify, especially, for example, on SEP, which the whole intent is to tax digital transactions. The way it is worded, it's quite wide. This budget should bring in that much needed clarity, which will also help the foreign investors to kind of do more business with India. So that was a quick expectations from budget 2022 from my end. Thank you.